Hello? Hopefully my mic is working. Alright. Welcome you guys. Man, it's been forever. I'm gonna stream here on Twitch instead. I tried streaming on YouTube, but after streaming on Twitch, I'm not very used to the new UI, so I'm gonna stick here for a bit. But anyways, welcome. Welcome to the stream. For today, I'm only just gonna be doing some pencil sketches. I got me some pencils. Like, what is this? From Faber-Castell, I guess. And as usual, gonna be doing some traditional sketching instead of digital. Because I feel like I have way too many sketches. It's probably not a lot, if it's coming from you guys, but to me it already feels like a lot. But anyways, you know you had a YouTube, I've only seen Twitch and Instagram. Yeah, I actually have a YouTube channel, but I only upload VODs there, I guess. It's pretty low-key dead. And I only use it to like upload VODs. So in that way, it kind of acts like an archive and nothing more. And probably other random stuff. Oh, and that's where I get to upload patron stuff. Hold up, let me get some papers here for a bit. I wasn't able to stream yesterday because for some reason it's so hot. Like right now, it's really sunny for some reason. Like last month, I think I mentioned this for like 1,000 times that we got hit by a super typhoon. And it actually occurred around like the last week of September, post September or early October. And after that super typhoon, for some reason it's just sunny now. This is why the weather is so freaking weird here. It's either rain or shine here. It's either rain or shine. Let me just find my glasses, erasers, pencils, and everything. Okay. I think I already made a few sketches. Oh, this is already done. It's wrinkled. Tosses in the side. I probably should warm up first instead of jumping in, because that's not very healthy. Anyways, I usually use my mechanical pencil, like this one, but I bought a few pencils. I think I bought 3 for each. One is a 2B. I wonder if it can focus anyways. Oh, there's a 4B. But they're fairly quite the same. I mean, they're not the same, but for the most part they are. The other is just slightly darker. Okay. Let me just look for a few references because I don't wanna use my brain all too much today. Because right now it's like 40 degrees. And let's not exhaust ourselves with too much. I'm just gonna look over some stuff on Pinterest. I mean, I could sketch like some ideas here and there, but again, I just don't want to think too much of it. But hopefully, I don't get too distracted. If I can see something I like, I'll probably just scribble something random, I guess. What do you use for references? Because I use Pinterest. Just Pinterest or Google. It's either of those two. What did you feel when Kim Jong-gi died? Oh yeah, a big bad news to the art community as well. It was very sudden. I think everyone can agree that nobody expected it, or no one can see it coming. And it happened way too soon. Anyways, let me actually focus. But yeah. And there's like NFT dudes, of course, shitting on the party. Despite, instead of paying respect, they just bullshitted on everything. But again, it's not surprising. They're literally a walking ethics nightmare. I'm gonna scribble anything random first, as a way to warm up, because jumping in to draw something too detailed is gonna strain me, I guess. And also, I don't want to use my eraser too much. I'm just gonna scribble because I couldn't find a reference. I'll probably just scribble some random poses. Of course, NFTs do something dumb crap after someone dies. I mean, they're always a walking asshole. People are trying to justify it, but for the most part, they're barely doing anything to like salvage their reputation. But I guess at this point they don't really care about much about their image. And View Artworks is nothing more but a fucking consumerist product, I guess. Let me actually apply pressure so it looks darker. I'm just gonna be loose, I guess, for now, because my hands are kind of shaky. It's probably because of the caffeine. Oh, and I'm having cramps right now. So I feel like my mood is gonna be jumping all across from both ends of the spectrum. And I might wince in pain. Yeah, I have more internet story of this. Oh, I wasn't able to watch anymore because I got distracted. I got distracted by Plants vs Zombies mods. Plants vs Zombies 2 mods. Because for some reason I get recommended by those again in YouTube. I don't even play Plants vs Zombies 2, the new one. The vanilla version, I guess, where you don't use cheats or whatever. I know for a fact that that game is like a hodgepodge of mess, to the point that playing it the way that it is intended to be played, it's not even worked for me. That's why I just I just use mods. And just got into that rabbit hole. Oh, and I also got distracted by watching Silence of the Lambs. Because YouTube recommended that shit to me. Because I've been watching way too many true crimes. Not really that many. Just been watching true crimes lately. So that movie got recommended to me. I've actually haven't seen the full movie from Silence of the Lambs. But I do, of course, I've seen the iconic scenes of it. Alan, welcome. Plants vs Zombies 2 is one big EA cash grab with all the microtransactions. Yeah, it was so obvious that the game wasn't balanced. Especially with all the plants and zombies that is just present on the game. I don't even play that game way too seriously. I just play it because I guess it's nostalgia. I was very nostalgic of the first one, so. But hey, it's EA. It's not surprising of what they do. And for some reason, Plants vs Zombies 2, the version for China, is completely way different from the usual one, the usual version. For some reason. But I guess now, after witnessing Wild Drifts, it kind of makes sense now. Okay, let me actually. Here's the thing, I actually do not mind microtransactions, but I guess if we're talking about the microtransaction that, you know, you can feel that you need to pay in order to win something, to the point that it makes everything so fucking difficult. if you don't pay. And that's where I guess I hate it. As an option, I don't mind it. But if it comes across like the obvious, or comes across as like forcing you to do it, and that's where I guess I hate it. But I think it's much more worse in The Sims, the DLC hell of EA. Playing this line when I watch Scratch. Oh yeah, I also see that game everywhere back then. Like for some reason, there's just ads and ads and ads of that game. I didn't play it though, because I've heard it was a gacha game, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not playing that shit. I don't even play games that much, because once I play one game, I'll probably just play the whole or the entire day. It's one of those unhealthy things about me, I guess. Maybe that's why I don't play that much games. Should really scribble lightly first. This is my second gacha game. Genshin was my first. I love the character designs. Oh yeah, I also gacha fans. I mean, Genshin fans would probably put me in the stake, but I like Dislight's character designs much more better. I guess I don't think character designs in Genshin is that bad. But for some reason, when I see them in game, they just look terrible. And for the most part, it's low-key formulaic. Like, if you strip every character from their clothing in that game, in Genshin, they all look the same. They only look different because of their drip. But maybe it's because of gameplay footage, maybe that's why. I find their designs kind of horrid. Genshin has same face and body models. Yeah, they don't even give a flying fuck about their body types. They just use the same body model and slap their fucking clothing. That's why I think Dislight character designs are much more better. Cause I saw the characters and holy shit, it goes hard. But I must resist temptation of the fucking gacha games, because I know I'm gonna be addicted to it. I mean, I'll probably gain control, but for the most part, I'll probably get addicted to it. Like the shit happens. That's why I'm kind of like on and off with games. You see the Mario trailer? I cannot believe it was animated by Illumination. It looks better than recent Disney animated movies. Here's the thing. Illumination knows how to fucking animate. It's kind of similar to what happened to Hotel Transylvania, right? Genndy Tartakovsky. the people that are animating knows their shit. Like they know how to go hard when it comes to animation, when it comes to aesthetics. But the writing department is where shit goes to like turns really fucking boils down the quality. So it's really not a problem in the animation department. A lot of the problems really stems into like the executives and the writers for the most part, or anyone who has control of the story or what the story would be. Because the animators knows their shit, obviously. That's why they got hired or got into the company anyways. Like they got good portfolio and they know their shit. Hey, Galen, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna do some pencil sketching today because I have not been using these pencils. So you're saying that Illumination only animates good when they actually give a shit? Nah, like if we're talking about what do you call this? Like even their previous movies, I can tell that animation-wise, they're fine. They're fine. They're good in that department. They know how to make characters move. They know how to animate basically. But when it comes to stories, that's where it goes down the drain. And for the most part, they're kind of aware of what audience they are intending for. Like for kids, the Am I saying Illumination is a good fucking company? I really do not care about Illumination. I haven't seen the trailer for Super Mario. I think I saw Bowser. Screenshots of Bowser, and that looked good. But do I care that much? Not really. It just looks. I just don't care. I'm just not that interested. I'll probably watch it if it's running on the TV and I have nothing else to do. I'll probably watch it, but if we're talking about intending to watch it, probably not. I really do not care that much about Illumination. After the Mario movie, they are making an animation division for adult animation. Hey. Well, hopefully it looks good. I mean, to me, it's about time to like expand their company. Like, for fuck's sake. But at the same time, it's not surprising why they keep doing the same shit over and over. Because if it works, it works. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. Hope it's not something like Sausage Party or Damn Family Guy movie. It wouldn't be surprising if they do exactly that. Basically, keep your expectations low in Illumination. I think people or everyone would tell you that. Hopefully, I'm not out of frame. I keep forgetting. I'm using a 4B, and that's gonna be a nightmare to erase it. Erase this thing. Another thing I found interesting was Gandhi was originally going to make that Mario movie, however, because of Sony hacks, it was cancelled. Also, Sony hates Nintendo. I mean, it's Sony. They make the PlayStation. Why would they do something for their competitor? So, it makes sense. Is your neighborhood back to normal after the typhoon, or is there a lot of damage still? It really is kind of random. Some parts of our in our town, like some sections, like for example, our local gymnasium is fucking wrecked. Like the roof is literally crashed down. Other warehouses was roofs were gone. And other houses here are completely gone, somewhat damaged, or nothing happened at all. It's really random. Is it back to normal? Kinda. It was very slow to get back the electricity and all that, but at the same time, it was not surprising why it took a while. Because some posts was literally chopped down because of the wind and all that stuff. But it was a good thing that they got the power back, at least to some sections of the neighborhood. There's not a lot. Nobody got injured or whatever, but apparently to some places there are some casualties, which really sucks. And apparently other places got much more experienced way more damage compared to ours, so we got lucky. And they experienced some floodings, and it's a good thing we didn't, because holy crap. But is everything back to normal? Kinda. There's still some people repairing like posts and shit. But overall, to our place, it's kind of back to normal. I mean, we still need to repair our roof, I guess. It wasn't totally damaged, like completely gone, but it needed some repairs because the storm was literally lifting it up. Literally lifting up our whole roof, which is not very good because all of our shit will get wet. But after that storm, it is now back to being sunny. Like right now. It's like 40 degrees. But this sort of situation is kind of normal now for us, I guess. Especially if we live in front of the river. And in the province. Especially within like rice fields, the houses there are just completely gone. any residential stuff in open areas are just wiped out, which is unfortunate. But when it comes to dense cities or town, not really a lot of damage occurred, so. And at this point, we're just thankful that no flooding happened, because holy crap, that would be just double damage to our place. Roof on the basketball court is still destroyed? Probably. Because the person, the governor, I think, or the mayor, I couldn't remember. I'm not really into political stuff, especially within our town. Apparently the mayor didn't win the election, so nobody really fucking knows if it's gonna be repaired or not. Man, our, what do you call this? Anyone who is part of the government, I guess, in our town, especially in our town, is fucking useless. Like, every time there's always an issue, there's always a gossip about it. Like, you would not hear a single good thing about them. And for the most part, you would only hear like bad shit from them. Like, for example, I think our mayor was known for gambling. Known for, like, what do you call this? Rooster fights. If you're not familiar, rooster fights, you know, two roosters fucking fighting it out, is quite a popular thing here on Southeast Asia. It's kind of like dog fights, but instead of dogs, it's a bunch of roosters. And that shit is like insane. The money from that sort of shit is insane. Like, I think that mayor got exposed. Like, there's video footage of that. And apparently the whole place is fucking pimped out. Like, air conditioning, the space is like glamorous and shit. TVs, computers, all that, it's fancy. It's fucking fancy. Did they get reprimanded by it? Probably not. That shit is probably still running, because rooster fights are a huge thing here. Heard of dog racing gambling, but rooster fights? Oh, that shit is big here. You'd be surprised. And I think it's a cultural thing here on the Southeast Asia. You can search it up. Like, for some reason, men here... I'll probably talk about men like a fucking idiot. But... for some reason... they usually always have birds as their interests. Like, I know people, or men, usually are really into cars, vehicles, motorcycles, and all that, right? I mean, it's probably a silly way of viewing it, but you can't ignore how common it is. But for some reason, they just are super interested when it comes to birds. Flying, or doves, what do you call it? Pigeons, there we go. They're into pigeons, pigeon racing. And that's another thing here. Pigeon racing, rooster fights, or just breeding roosters. Breeding rare ass motherfucking roosters, like a Pokemon. They treat it like Pokemons. So what do they do to the roosters? Train them by disguising another roosters with seeds or food? Oh, they just fight. I don't really know that much about it. They just feed the rooster, make sure they're fed and they're healthy, and then fight. Pigeon racing. How do they keep those bird brains from running away? Pigeons are actually one of the animals that can be domesticated, and I think, like, for fuck's sake, they got used in wars and shit, so not actually that surprising. But yeah, pigeon racing is also a thing here. But rooster fights are much more popular. I drew them in the middle of the page, so I'm kind of like struggling to find space to where to draw. Next. I'll just draw a bunch of random poses just to warm me up. Get back into the flow and all that. Man, I just fucking remembered 4B is like really hard to erase. So I really shouldn't be applying way too much pressure in the first place. It's kind of curved wrong though. But it's just basically horse racing. But instead of horses, it's a bunch of pigeons. Because it's we just pick the most common animals and that's it. Or animals that we like. I don't think horses was that big here. I mean, yeah, they do exist, but not by a lot, I think. There we go. But for the most part, it just involves birds for some reason. I'm actually not sure if pigeon racing is also a thing from other Southeast countries. Southeast Asia countries. Because I've heard in Indonesia, I think in Indonesia, rooster fights are also a thing. I was able to know that because of VTubers. Because of Hololive. Holo Indonesia, I think. And I was surprised that their culture is somewhat similar to ours. And I remember, oh right, it's Southeast Asia. I shouldn't be surprised. And of course, we all love talking shit, especially in video games. shouldn't apply too much pressure. But man, that typhoon literally kind of wrecked my routine, I guess. Like, I have mixed feelings. Yeah, typhoon kind of wrecks shit a lot, but after that we're kind of fine, so that's okay. A part of me is kind of low-key panicking and being anxious because I wasn't able to draw and all that. And there's like no electricity, and so I'm like 10 times more stressed out. But at the same time, I was calm. Weirdly calm, which is unusual for me at this sorts of time. And that week low-key became my break, I guess. Break from social media and all that. And from drawing and stuff. I mean, I was still kind of drawing, like, but for the most part, I wasn't. I don't think I should be doing a full body here. Kinda don't like this art anymore. I should really sharpen this. It's getting... Nah. Let's just put that aside first. Now that the power is back, and I'm slowly getting into, like, getting back into the routine. I was thinking of making more animations, I guess, but I cannot promise that. Even to myself, I cannot promise that. Ornament Cube. I'm surprised that the internet story didn't talk about. The reporter actually went back to the Sand Cube and brought 32 explorers and scientists to find that crystal cube 20 years later. They found it and explored it for a week before determining it was dangerous to re-enter. I mean, it's sand, so... And the whole structure of the cave was just 50-50, so yeah. Reporter keeps on getting more respect. Yeah, not gonna lie, dude handled the situation really well. Dude got integrity and dignity. And there are always this dilemma of whether or not I should be accurate with the muscles or just bullshit my way to it. I mean, of course, I always bullshit it. But a part of me always has that dilemma. It was nice, but at the same time, it's always there. Actually, I was looking. The pencils that I wanted to buy are from Unipen because I don't. It's not like I don't like Faber-Castell stuff, but for the most part, I just don't like the look of it, and I just prefer the Unipen ones or Mitsubishi pencil. And I've heard that animators use that pencil. But for some reason I can't find it on the store. Like the online store that I use. So I have to pick this one up instead. I mean, it's probably the same. Just in a different brand. But come on. But I didn't mind it too much. It's a pencil. It's not like a... It's not like my whole skills is stuck to one brand. nor is it not. I mean, it kind of does make a difference because of preference and all that stuff, but for the most part, it's not a huge factor. The only reason why it becomes a factor is because of comfort. It's even more respectable that he turned down almost $1 million during the Great Depression. Oh yeah. Is it better to draw with a wooden pencil or a mechanical pencil? If you want a much more wide variety of lines, like shading, you can't shade. I mean, you can shade with a mechanical pencil, but you can't shade in a certain way as a wooden pencil would, because the lead is much more visible. Is it better? Which one is better? That's... I don't think that's the question for it, because the two are like... are for different reasons. Mechanical pencil is more for precision, I guess. Lines are much more uniform and all that stuff. But in pencil, it's much more versatile, I guess. Which one do I prefer? I'll probably don't have a preference, because both are pencils to me. I really don't... I'm not a nerd anymore when it comes to art tools, I guess it. Because back then I was like, okay, this tool is like, it's good for this one. But now I'm just like, if I can draw in it, that's fine. That's all I need. Like my standards is just gone. I just do not care about tools anymore. All too much. I mean, I do care. It's just not that much anymore compared to back then. It's just flexing again by saying she could draw with a pencil. I mean, there's still pencils that I despise using, like the cheap ones in Crayola. But for the most part, I just do not care anymore. But I guess I got, or I get to be less caring now when it comes to traditional tools, because I'm more into digital, or digital is my main thing instead of traditional. Maybe that's why I tend to not care about that much anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I still like the feeling, like the lines that I produce traditionally than digitally, but for the most part, that's not a major thing anymore. But there are things that you cannot deny of what can traditional medium can do for you. Too much tangent stuff. Damn, every time I get to start streaming again, I get cramps. Like, why? That time of the month, I guess. Such timing every time. God damn it. I'm not gonna draw that detailed. I'm low-key not satisfied on how I draw swords or katanas, especially katanas. There's this page. Wait for our next one. But let me take a break first. Hopefully this doesn't get blown off. Anyways, BRB gonna go take a bedroom break. Hello, I'm back. Just my water. Man, I regret buying such a small water bottle. Like, look at this shit. I have to go downstairs all the time. It runs out. I think it's 14 ounces. Oh my god, it's terrible. Should have bought a bigger one. I thought I was gonna have a hard time carrying big water bottles. But now that I have to go to like downstairs all the time to like refill it, I now regret buying it. Should have bit bigger one. But that's just me. Did you get a YouTube recommendation of the Nutty Putty Cave? I feel like YouTube thinks I'm into people dying in caves for some reason after seeing Man in Cave. Yeah, after I watched like one scene of Silence of the Lambs, I just get recommendations after recommendations of like true crime and shit, and I'm like, okay, I need to stop watching this. What a way to die, dying in a cave called Nutty Putty. Jesus. I just unplugged something, hold up. Let me get back. I wonder how many pages I should draw. Can I do stuff in portrait? Nah. Let's just make a big ass drawing just like last time. Because I'm tired of drawing poses. I mean, I can try to draw just poses. It's either of those two. Let me just look. Let me just scroll through Pinterest so I like get an idea. Of what to do, what to make, and all that. And could possibly be an illustration someday. Kind of like making concepts and stuff. Let me draw loosely first. Because erasing with a 4B pencil is kind of miserable. I have a 2B, but I kind of want to use my 4B first till it runs out. Hands are like the most hardest, I guess what they consider the hardest because of how many fucking joints it just has. hands are like considered one of the most hardest body part to draw, right? But at the same time, it's one of the most satisfying, or I guess the most rewarding part that you can learn. But it's still pretty fucking annoying to work with. It's not draw them too bulky. I have this tendency to draw characters way too bulky, I think. Instead of stylized. That's why I hate anatomically accurate stuff. Currently, the Nutty Pie Cave is for beginners for cave explorers. After seeing the photos, I was like, is this a lie to cool cave explorers? Since the tunnels is basically the squeeze, but longer. I got a couple of cavers trapped before that one guy died being stuck upside down. Was surprised it wasn't shut down before that one guy died. I'm more surprised why they're so persistent. Like, if I see, or if I get to see like the pictures of the cave, I'm just like noping my way out of there. Like, you know, just even with just a flashlight going like that, I'm just like, yeah, no, not doing it. Muscle. Hence is just too annoying to draw for me, mainly because of the angle. Yeah, I can't blame you. It's just way too many parts. Way too many parts to give in Draco. But getting to learn them, getting to draw them, however way you like it for them to look at, is very rewarding. one is terrible though. Very terrible. Oh well. Fix it later. On the legs. No, for no legs. It's just gonna be super rough here. There's no point to me. Yeah, you can tell I no idea what to do with the legs. Off to bed now. Thank you for the stream. Good night, bro. Good night, homie. Oh yeah. When the super typhoon hit, I have never gone to bed so early in my life. I go to bed around 8. Can you believe it? Jesus. 8 or 7. After dinner, we just go to bed. Because there's nothing to do. There's no electricity. And it's not like we can do chores. It's just too dark. Let me actually lean a bit forward here. Man, even my computer is like heating up. Need to look closer. It's actually a nice post per Aang. Will I draw Aang? Probably not. This is a post for anyone, actually. Just realized I spent the rest of the day after drawing and homework and didn't eat dinner or lunch. Oof. It's too late to go out to buy McDonald's. Are there no 24 hours, like, stalls, food stalls or whatever there? Oh yeah. Basically a fast food chain here in our town. Basically Jollibee. And Jollibee is like our local version of McDonald's. And that shit broke. And it's out of operation now. I mean, they're selling their ingredients, but they're not selling food. That's for damn sure. So we couldn't buy shit. Couldn't buy fast food. Wait, you mean Jollibee is broke? Nah, their place is broken. Their the windows got wrecked, so they couldn't work. They're not in operation. Not not as in broke. It's broken. Kind of broke. Windows got shattered and shit. Yeah, I can't jump in an animated show. I'm actually not sure about that. Because I was a huge Jollibee kid back then. Now that I grow up, I'm just like sick and tired of chicken. I mean, it's the only food I eat, so I have no choice, and I'm sick of it. But I honestly much prefer Jollibee because I just do not like the clown design of McDonald's. Like, come on. This is why Jollibee is much more popular for kids compared to McDonald's. But I do remember they have a show, like some sort of kid show, like a Barney show or something, similar to Barney. But I don't remember that much anymore. I guess again, I was a fucking kid. I was a fucking toddler. I wonder if I can draw effects traditionally. Oh my god, this is gonna take the longest fucking time though. As Jollibee shows looks like something like Barney, and the costume is a nightmare fuel. I told you, bro. it is it is somewhat similar fashion to like a Barney show. Except what you're witnessing is a fucking bee. Badass business corporate bee. I'm just gonna bullshit this. I'm gonna teach you how to do your job. You know, I'm blind on me 24/7. I have no idea. I don't even remember. All I remember, they probably sing songs and shit. I think they also made a video game, but there's basically this fucking console, this joystick, and Jollibee is like the joystick themselves. I think it was a kid's toy. Basically, you can plug it on the TV, kind of like a PlayStation or a Atari game or something like that. But I have never searched it up ever again. I used to have that as a kid. I was so fucking wild too. And it was like one of the best shit I've ever owned. Again, this is what I'm like. Oh yeah, it's this one. Found it. A plug-and-play system. I used to have this as a kid. Coolest shit I've ever owned. But there's no pictures of the game. I don't think anyone has it anyways. I could barely remember what games there's on that too. Damn. Yeah, and there's no screenshots of the game, unfortunately, I think. Only the physical console. It's like McDonald's showed it tries to say the burgers came from McDonald's and not from a can. All I remember is they sing shit. Couldn't remember that much anymore. Man, I was a fucking toddler when I watched it. At least your children's mascot was a fat bee. The Koreans got a farting orange mascot for Barney. Orange fat farting monster. I have no clue about that one though. I just bullshit the pose. We can get this over with. Why does my Pinterest keeps refreshing? Like, goddamn. He's gonna draw random shit. I'm leaning too much. I don't own a technical eraser, so it's kinda hard to like produce any sort of negative spaces, I guess. I'm scrolling down Pinterest. See if there's anything I can find. Sheesh. This toy looks cool. Man, I really want to buy those, what do you call those? Those Figma cool looking figures. But my god. They're so expensive. I mean, a lot of the figures that I like Kind of reminds me of Gundam, but they're not Gundam. Found it. It's called Foreign King Pong Pong. I think nowadays the kids' mascot for South Korea is Pororo. I think I've heard that before. I think that's a penguin, I think. If I remember correctly. I don't blame them. It's much more cuter, I think. Yep, it's a penguin. Okay, enough with the muscles. Let's actually design some cool looking armor. Maybe some more version. I mean, it's still weak when it comes to designing. Designing mechs. But that's pretty understandable. I don't draw them a lot. That is to be expected. I'll just show you an image of that fart monster on Discord. Let me see, let me see. Bruh. It kind of reminds me of something. I think it reminds me of Kool-Aid. But at the same time, a much more bootleg version of it. And a poorly drawn version of it. No, I kind of don't want to fill up the space here. Let me get more paper. I might only stream for a short while now. The Kool-Aid Man? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of it for some reason. I know for a fact that it's not. They barely resemble each other. But this version is much more a humanoid version. And it's orange. Like a off-colored Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid Man. Well, got me some more paper. And just look at this so it can be more loose, I guess. Let me actually. Put that on the side. I'm probably let my brain rest for a bit, or my wrist rest for a bit. So an idea would come up after resting. So let's take a short break for a bit. Oh yeah, I've been looking at some Reno Tuna. Is that how you pronounce his name? Reno Tuna on Instagram and Twitter. Like, I've been wondering if I should try out what he's been doing. He picks up like prompts, like a picture of an animal, for example, and then make a character design out of it. I've been wondering if I should try that out. But for the most part, my brain is all over the place, so I couldn't stick to one idea or one way of doing things. But that's actually a great way, though. Having prompts as your inspiration and influence. Very nice. Are you talking about Taco, the guy on Instagram with prompts? I was like, okay. No, not that one. I mean, Taco also you do that stuff, but I'm talking about Rhino Tuna. Is it Rhino Tuna or Rhino Tuna? Uh, RINON Tuna. Suing it wasn't him that she was talking about. Yeah, it's not him. Because what Taco does, yeah, he uses prompts, but it's not full body. It's just a face. Old Winter, welcome. I think it's Rhino because I saw him drawing a rhino once. But yeah, that's the guy I'm mentioning. Rhino Tuna. I think the reason I'm focusing much on his style now is because the way he renders. Like uh looking at his designs, some of it is complicated, some of it is just it's just a bunch of modern clothing. But the way he renders is so good, that's why it looks amazing. I mean, I'm probably not gonna completely try to mimic his style because nah, I'm just not spending that that much time on like one drawing or illustration. I'm too lazy. But yeah, I've been thinking about it because I wanted to like just draw simple designs like a fucking guy in a t-shirt and that's it. But pop off by the rendering portion of it, so it looks simple by design, but at the same time it doesn't look simple because of how it's rendered. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyways, probably just draw poses by the rest, I guess. Or maybe draw a portrait. I'll just draw random stuff, basically. Also because I just want to chill. We're just chilling. Where's my... Should empty this out. This is just a shitty Faber-Castell sharpener. I think I replaced the blade once. Oh fuck, no, there's a mess. Man, I don't remember. This shit is so fucking old. I never used it until today. I'm wondering if I should just do simple poses or crazy ass fucking poses. I'm in some sort of dilemma. Let me actually look up some of my old sketches. God, I regret another regret of mine. I'm just rambling. I regret not buying a bigger desk because holy crap, this space is not enough. Also, I'm getting sweaty because of the heat. I'll probably just draw Kratos. If brain is empty, just draw Kratos. I just noticed you're not using a mechanical pencil. Yeah, I'm using just my regular wooden pencil. Oh, regular pencil. Also, because I bought these, I bought way too much, in my opinion, and I want to waste them as much as I can. So in that way, they are well used. I kind of want the blade to be. Faber Castells are sick though. I have mixed feelings from Faber Castell. I think their ballpoint pens are fucking atrocious. But other products are fine. It's just their ballpoint pens because they used to sell them like all over the place. And I remember we basically have like a few choices. super really cheap ones are like HBW ballpoint pens. And then the other expensive pen was like, it's either Faber-Castell or Pilot. No, I'm talking about ballpoint pens. Both of these, one drop, they're broken instantly. Cannot write a single letter anymore. And for some reason, Faber-Castell's ballpoint pen are the bane of my existence, and probably why my perception to them is like kind of tainted. The other products are fine, but yeah, they are so fucking expensive. There are cheaper. I think they sell cheaper lineups, but at the same time, they sell really expensive ones. Oh god, I can't believe I forgot how to draw Kratos' blade. Face reveal. Guys, if you just want to see my face, you can just go to Twitter and dig through there. You'll probably see it. Like a fucking creep. And I just do not know why people are so interested in face reveals. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look like the most fucking average ass Asian that you'll probably see. Like, what's the like, what would you what are you expecting? It's kind of like Dream's face reveal. Like, it's a Minecraft YouTuber. What were you expecting? I'm here a lot. I just don't watch. You just contradicted yourself. You just dead ass. What do you call that? Shut your claim down. And just made his point even clearer that you're not here all the time. Did you call me Space Commander Creeps? Nah, you guys have. You guys asked for it, no? And I literally told it to you guys. But yeah, it's just on my Twitter. Like, I think my face is still there. And also, what do you gain from seeing people's faces? Like, I get it, you're curious and all that, but at the same time, just why? And at this point, I'm like, probably why people. Actually, never mind. I forgot what was I going to say. I got so fucking distracted by this light. Because it's not looking right for me. I used to memorize. I think, especially back then, I used to draw Kratos a lot, so. And I deadass, because I drew Kratos a lot, especially his weapons, I just deadass memorized that. Damn, your fingers are so long. They're not. My hand is literally one of the smallest. Smallest part I have. But honestly, that's pretty explainable. I guess I'm literally fucking skinny, bro. Of course they'll be small. And my hands look old. Actually, I don't know how to describe it. But basically, they have a lot of wrinkles and lines. Like, especially my palms. Yeah, I don't remember his blade. I need a reference. I need a reference. Well, I guess I'll draw him first. Let me just draw the body first. I mean, I have such, I guess, somewhat of a conflict when it comes to the muscles here. I want them to look in a certain way, but I know for a fact that it's not accurate to like to how it looks in real life. Try and draw the torso like a beanbag. Why would I? I literally have the fucking torso here already. There's no point. Then draw the ribs, then the muscles. Bro, it's already there. I'm not gonna use fucking methods that everyone is using when I have a method that completely fits my needs. There's no need for me to conform. I should really start it with the head first. Now I'm in trouble. Have you ever just randomly drawn to show a character? Damn, are you fucking high or some shit? You should probably mod Basher or someone else. Your channel's getting bigger. You need to ban some Puritas who come in like this. Yeah, I think I should. But at the same time, I don't want to give people responsibilities, I guess. But if it gets out of control, I'll do it. And hopefully you guys don't mind. But if the dude gets more annoying, I'll probably just give him the ban hammer. I forgot he has armor. God damn it. Yeah, it's much more harder to erase with this pencil. Like you can see it doesn't completely erase. I'm trying to still draw him from memory, even though it's been like fucking forever. And would probably not look as good. Okay, sorry. Dude, just read the room. Best advice. And if you can't read, just shut the fuck up. And save you a lot more trouble. Yeah, this expression is not in. Go back to it later. Will I complete this drawing? Probably not. I'll be lazy and all that shit. I'm very, very lazy. That's why most of my traditional sketches are like super fucking rough. I heard from my friends that the newer God of War gameplay is not as fun as the old one. It's because it's a different way or a different manner of approach. I think it's quite similar to Sekiro. Like, you have to react. It's more reaction based. I think that's what they call it. You have to react to enemy movements instead of, you know, back in the good old days of God of War, where you just fucking mash and you use your fucking combos and shit. And you cannot jump. You can't jump on the new game. I just fucking realized that. Oh. I mean, yeah, he jumps on like it. He leaps to climb and all that, but you can't jump in combat. Like you can press X and then jump. Okay, I think I need references now because I cannot remember the fucking part for this. Wait, what? He can jump on the new one? Yeah, that's what I just realized. Like for example, in combat, in the old God of War franchise, he can jump. Like you know, it's part of his combo. You can jump, press attack, and all that shit. Either heavy or light attack. But in the new one, he doesn't. I mean, yeah, he jumps to climb, but that doesn't really count. Like, it's not, you know, double jumping compared to like back then. Which is kind of understandable if old players is kind of uncomfortable with the new one because the gameplay is kind of different. It's more reaction based. But that's all I know. Imagine killing all the Greek fucking pantheon and then lose the ability to jump. I'm looking at the gameplay of the old ones. It looked like it plays like Devil May Cry, which I might like. Oh yeah, a lot of people made that comparison. I think they also compared it to Prince of Persia, which is a game I haven't heard that exists. I did know about the movie, but I didn't watch it. I know there was like some kind of Prince of Persia movie. And that's why I was fucking surprised there was a video game of it. And never knew that it was kind of a franchise, I guess. But yeah, a lot of its gameplay is quite reminiscent of like button mashing and really just erratic and chaotic. Hey, did you ever resolve that Azuki NFT issue on Twitter? I saw that a while back. It's not even an NFT. It's a bunch of people with NFTs commissioning artists, commissioning tracers to draw their NFT. But for some reason, they're just paying this guy to trace my artworks for some fucking reason. So yeah. Did it ever get resolved? I did report it, the artworks, but I'm not sure if there's any more of it. And at this point, I'm just like tired of this shit. Like, I'm not surprised that people in that community is uh, enabling and sympathizing with the Tracer because, for fuck's sake, how they're barely any different from it. I've never heard of Prince of Persia in the game. I, I'm in the same boat, man. I'm like really surprised when they brought out Prince of Persia. I think I was watching a God of War video essay or something like that, and they brought up Prince of Persia, which surprised me a lot. Like, wow, there's a game. I did heard a movie of that. I was more surprised there's a game for it, and people actually liked it. I think it was a joke about people stealing art in the chat, and then someone did it. I mean, this isn't really the first time a tracer is caught, of course. This isn't the first time, nor will it be the last. I noticed that the Azuki and other NFTs have been in your Twitter ever since, with one Azuki guy asking for DM. Yeah, it's like, for fuck's sake, you guys just commissioned a guy to trace my artworks, and you want to commission me. So you, like, for fuck's sake, you couldn't commission like a legitimate artist in the first fucking place? Like, how the fuck are you guys this absolutely annoying, continuously proving themselves to be annoying? Like, we all know NFC is has a bad rep, right? But for some reason they just keep continuing to make it worse and continuing to prove it as such. What the heck? The movie was made by Disney. Exactly. I couldn't remember much about that movie. It was an old fucking movie. But I did heard of it back then. But after that, I have not heard of that movie ever since. Nor that franchise, despite being owned by Disney. But yeah, for the most part, it's mostly DMC inspired. I think especially with some moves, it was uh really reminiscent of it. The only parts that I don't like about God of War is the puzzles. I think I got so annoyed by it as a kid. I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? But hey, I was a kid, and I shouldn't even be playing games like this, but of course we know that that isn't always the case. The puzzles turned me off from the game too. Like, imagine combat after combat after combat, and then you're hard stuck to a fucking puzzles, and everything is so quiet and taking way too long for me. This is why I'm like, God, please bring me back the fighting. And I think combating while puzzling is the most annoying part. I think, but I don't think I experienced that while playing God of War 2. I think that happened on God of War 1 or something. It was during the era where Disney was making random live action movies. I think a prime example being that John Carter movie. It's rather a weird movie where the main character is OP because he could jump good in Mars. Oh yeah. I was like, motherfucker, I'm 10. How am I supposed to deal with this? Exactly. I was a kid when I played it. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Drop the body here? What button I should press? What the fuck? And of course, I was a kid. I don't read a lot as a kid, even now, actually. But I do read instructions now. But as a kid, I don't read instructions. Like, for fuck's sake, I couldn't even understand how to activate his rage mode, I think. And I got so annoyed. I'm like, what button is this? What the fuck? So yeah. The puzzles in DMC4 is rather tedious as well. At least the fighting was so fun. Yeah, it's just weird for me, I guess. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It helps you calm down from the combat and use your head. A moment to use your head. But at the same time, it's just a weird combination for me. I still find it weird. Like, why a puzzle? Like, couldn't you do something else? But it's quite understandable. Like, it's a moment of calmness, I guess, and for you to use your brain instead of like being into combat. But come on, you can have combat base with using your brain. I'm so upset I'll never get to meet Kim Jong-il. Sorry to mention, but those who did are lucky. Man, I'm in the same boat with you. I wasn't able to buy any of his merch because it's expensive and it's nowhere to be found. I don't know where to buy on. And he usually does conventions into places I've never been to. So yeah, it sucks. Wanted to meet and see Kim Jong-un draw in person as well. Just so sudden. Yeah, it sucks. It really it really occurred to like a moment we're all not expecting. That was just too soon and comes out as a surprise for us. Very sad surprise. And it feels surreal too because he just finished Paris, right? That's such a weird way to say, but he just finished his exhibition. There we go. He just finished his exhibition by then too, in Paris, I think. And man, that sucks. Everything was just so sudden, and it still feels, or it feels like it's not real, right? Because he was just there a moment ago, and then all of a sudden it's gone. I was going to a convention before he got into chest pains. I forgot which one. I think he had chest pains around the airport or around the time he was on board on the plane. He tried to go to, of course I don't know the full story, but from what I'm seeing, and he tried to recover him, but wasn't able to, which is unfortunate. I think he was about to go to New York, I think, after Paris, after finishing the exhibition in Paris. Can't remember. Losing Kim Jong-il is probably like losing Picasso or Michelangelo, being the only person in history to do what he did. At that level, at least, it will for sure be in the history books, period. I mean, he was also known. Uh, it was also huge in Korea, so yeah, he's basically like a national artist, but I'm not sure if it's actually one. I should look that up. Because here in the Philippines, we have like national artists, which is basically, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically a prestigious award to acknowledge you as like a national artist after being such a huge influence or being huge in the art industry. It could either be film, musical, or whatever. Just anything regarding arts. And I wonder, I mean, there's probably a similar thing to other countries to that one, but I'm not sure. I might look that up. But yeah, it sucks. And has been a rough week for everyone. He was also young, which makes it much more unfortunate and sad. Or 7 is way too young. Yeah, that's true. It was way too soon. But it's alright to be bummed out about it. I mean, even me, even mentioning him is just like, it's just a big oof. Because he's one of the most influential artists there is out, especially in the art community. He's one of the like we all acknowledge him as like the goated one. The real art of when it comes to anatomy and perspective. And that's why a lot of people is like bummed out about it, especially me. Especially to the ones that was influenced by him the most. And man, it sucks. I wasn't able to even buy his book. Damn. God damn. But yeah, it's a sad situation overall. Unfortunate. This feed is really big. Sorry, I got distracted there. I actually only got back into drawing because of them, especially that Modern Day James series about becoming key. Oh yeah, that was actually really good insight to like how he deals or how he approaches stuff. Actually, speaking of Modern Day James, God, I can't. I keep stuttering. Speaking about him, he's getting a lot into animating lately. And I actually considered buying his tutorials back then. But I didn't buy it, obviously. I couldn't justify the... Man, I just couldn't justify myself to, like, treat myself. Like, I couldn't bring myself to buy art related stuff for some reason. What do you call this? Like, entertainment stuff? Anything that revolves around art, I guess, or entertainment. And I wish I wasn't like that, but at the same time, I'm not surprised why I have this sort of habit. Oh yeah, it has horns. Okay, I'm just now remembering what his blades look like. Yeah, it's improving a lot with animation. I mean, as long as you keep doing it and doing it, you're bound to improve. It's quite similar to drawing, but animation is more about movement, so as long as you're focusing there in that department and learning more and continuously to do it, you'll be fine. You'll continuously improve. It's been a while since I've animated too. Jesus Christ. Probably not the same, but it's good enough. I'm only roughly remembering it. It wasn't the reason why I got into drawing a year and a half ago. Seeing Kim Jong-il's art made me realize how far I have to improve, especially in an anime. Oh, I just lost my eraser. Okay. To me, he was the most influential, I guess. But yeah, he also like driven me to like improve anatomy and try to mimic his way on doing things, like, you know, drawing with pen and not using pencil and all that shit. And skipping the guidelines, basically. And do shortcuts more often. And I just look up one of the artists I look up to and probably have the same what do you say this, look or perception when it comes to how we view art, basically. Dude is just having fun. That's it. Like, out of all the nuances and intricacies that he's done to his artwork, at the end of the day, he's having fun. And what should be all about. And I just like that part of him because I can relate. It's what I related the most about. We just draw. That's it. It's like a muscle that we just do. Kratos got a boy. I think what made Kim Jong-il so special was that what he did seem like it wasn't supposed to be possible by a human. If you really think about it, that's a big ass visual library. Yeah, I think his memory is also a huge factor of why his skill seems to be insane to other people. Because other people would need to rely on references, right? Like by the side in order to have somewhat accurate depictions of it. But Kim Jong-gi is just, you know, relying solely for his memory, and which impressed a lot of people. Like, it's quite common. Like, a lot of those stories is like people get easily impressed by people who has like attention to detail, or we call this, has impressive memory or memory wise, either visually or literacy. Because even in literature, that shit is impressive. And mainly why people view other people that has great memory much more better, or view them in a much more higher, in a higher fashion. Man, this is uh going dull really fast. Is not the right word. Dull or blunt. Goes real blunt really fast. Soft pencils seems to do that a lot, especially after 3B. Yeah, that's true. And they're really hard to erase. But I don't mind it. I like my sketches dirty. What do you think of AI art? I hope they don't develop it even further. It's just a nightmare fuel per copyright laws. And I do not understand why they're even developing such a thing. It's literally just what do you call this? A glorified blender. Or a glorified processing machine. Okay, like, you know, those blender stuff and all that. Where you put in all the fruits and all that shit. And they think they're like the fucking Michelin star chef after blending in a bunch of bananas. Like, nah fam, that's banana mush. It's still bananas. And of course it's highly favored by those in the NFT community. I'm not surprised. They often view artworks as in the most shittiest way. And the way I view, I think someone said this on Instagram before. I couldn't remember who it was. Basically, AI art is just a fucking calculator. And if you think that you're an artist by using AI art, then I'm like fucking Einstein with my goddamn calculator. Like, holy shit. I'm literally the god of relativity if I use my calculator, if we're doing that comparison. I think AI art was made by those who could never draw and have a vendetta against those who were able to improve. Actually, that's one hell of a lore. And probably is. Like, they still treat art as like it's something that can be attained with luck for some reason. And again, I'm gonna put in mathematics again in like the narrative, because for some reason it just there's some sort of similarities going on, and I can't help but see it. Like how we view mathematicians or those people who are good in math, we just feel down, right? Feel downright insecure by those who are able to solve math much more easier. And of course, being good at math isn't like, I mean, yeah, luck is a factor to it and to your intuition, but for the most part, all you needed is hard work. All you needed is to fucking study. All you needed is to fucking learn. But no, people treat it as if it's just a gotcha based system. Like, in order to be good at math, you have to be like fucking born with it. Do I still consider it as real art? Not really. It's literally just a blender and a smoothie of other artists' artworks. To the point that it's some AI art also look like it's smeared. And just does not look good. And I think there are also people pointing it out. Like, there's this guy trying to sweaty type the fucking prompts and choose which one is the most best looking artwork, I guess. And he picked out like the worst one. Like, bro, you can see how skewed it looks. And it just looks soulless to me. Me and my art friends mess around with AI generated art, and I already saw the limitations and does reuse old art to make a new one but altered. It doesn't seem like to improve. Yeah, it's literally a blender. What do you call those? What other synonyms? Because it's literally a fucking blender that makes a fucking smoothie. What comes out of a banana that you put in a blender? It's still bananas. Like, it's not gonna change. And it's only basing on old artworks from artists, so it's not even evolving. For funs, for memes, yeah, it's funny. But at the end of the day, it's just nothing more but a fucking tool. I think you nailed it. It's more like a calculator than art. I mean, yeah, calculators can solve 1 plus 1, for example. But is it gonna discover, like, you know, something revolutionary that will solve the fucking galaxy and all that shit? No. It's gonna be used, but it's not. It's not the one discovering shit. Like, it's the only the one that is just helping you out. Helping you out process shit. I put my name in the AI, it always turns me into a girl. Like, what? The AI knows what it wants. Heart wants what it wants. Am I panicked as an artist when it comes to AI art? Nah. It reminds me of photography. Like, remember, I mean, people wouldn't probably remember because, for fuck's sake, when was the camera invented? Like, people probably are thinking, what's the point of, like, painted portraits if photography exists? And looking at right now, people think that photography is gonna get rid of art or painted photographies or whatever. Did I get rid of painted photographies or painted portraits? No, it didn't. It just coexisted. Photography still exists. Realistic art or hyper realistic art still exists. Like, the only reason they were able to coexist is mainly because they're just both different mediums. And that's it. With their different standards and all that, of course. Maybe it's because I added Korean in the order and thinks of K-pop. Oh yeah, K-pop. Especially boy bands or boy groups. They tend to look more androgynous. Or if we look to, like, if we delve deeper to, like, masculinity in Korea, it's leaning more to androgyny. That's why they're more open in using makeup and all that, because there's no point. There's no point to, like, bound makeup to the idea that it's only for women. Like, for fuck's sake, it's powder. It's not gonna have a gender, Jessica. And then, yeah, K-pop, mostly those who are in K-pop groups, looks more androgynous. Oh, that makes sense. I'm actually kind of getting hungry. I might end the stream later in a few minutes. Well, let me just finish these chains, I guess. AI deadass fucking gender bent you. I haven't used AI art. I only seen memes of it. Because it actually looks fucking funny when used that way. But when used seriously, that's where the fun, for some reason, it's just not fun anymore. Like, come on. And of course, the ones that are using it, that are using art or AI art, probably has no fucking clue what art is all about. I mean, I get it if you see something generated in AI art and you liked it. Yeah, sure, go ahead, like it. But claiming that you are like the fucking Picasso out of it, bro, it's time for you to touch grass. You're showing symptoms. I do make a good point about photography becoming the new medium, but I don't know how AI art will become a new medium of art unless it becomes something for NFTs. I mean, it's already for NFTs. NFT dudes likes AI art a lot for some reason, but again, it's not surprising why they're so into this type of shit. Like, why? I can't even take crypto seriously anymore. Like, there are actual other people that are legitimate and just genuine about cryptocurrency. And then there's others that are just, for some reason, insufferable to listen to talking about crypto. And at this point, I just have a tainted view of crypto. Like, for fuck's sake, it really ruined a lot of lives here. Like, made a lot of oopsies here. Especially with that one NFT game and with all that crypto bullshit. It's not hard to hate it. It is funny when having fun. We did both Ronald McDonald and Colonel Sanders. McDonald looks like a serial killer with red hair, and Colonel Sanders becomes a Chad grandpa. Yeah, when it's about memes, even in artworks, or artists in memes in general, it's fun. You get to know, or you have a legacy that is basically positive. But taking it seriously just becomes like some sort of party pooper moment, if that makes sense. Like, fuck, I can't believe it on this sort of shit. Like, we were just all vibing and memeing the shit. I don't know, having fun. But now that you took it seriously, capitalizing it, that's where the fun kind of died. Like, bra moment, basically. AR gives NFC bros a chance to make something of themselves. They're all about shortcuts in life. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing a pattern here. Like, NFT is already has a shitty rep. Crypto also has a shitty rep. AI art also has a shitty reputation, and for some reason they just keep going into this shitty reputation sort of activities. Like, come on. And if you break it down into one word, it's all just a scam. And at this point, I just feel bad for those who has a much more genuine and actually believing that it can be good. It can be a good opportunity for artists. But no, it's just filled with disingenuous people to the point that it's not even worth sticking to at this point. Hold up, my lips are fucking chapped and it's like peeling. It sounds disgusting. And I'm getting hungry. So let me just finish this off quickly. Oh boy, I hope you heard of Cryptoland. I'm not sure if this is true or not. I couldn't remember, but I think I remember some of the crypto dudes are complaining why there were no women present in Cryptoland. I'm like, no duh. Like, at this point, for some reason, I find the people in OnlyFans much more respectable than fucking crypto. Like, holy shit. I'm not saying those in OnlyFans are like don't deserve respect though. But come on. They're much more respectable than you guys. Holy fuck. It's kind of like Fire Festival. Crypto Land tried to buy an island for crypto users and it failed badly. What was the plan even? So you buy a land and gather around and what do you do exactly? Is it like some sort of, what do you call this? A TikTok house? So TikTok it's just a bunch of crypto dudes. That is existing. Like what was the plan? What was the fucking plan? You just do they just fucking hyped it up and that's it? Here's the thing, no one knows what the damn plan was. Well, it was bound to fail anyways. So they just fucking hyped themselves up. That's it. That that was it. That's not even the plan. That's just only like they just winged it. They even made a cringy ass commercial for it. I think I saw Charlie talking about it once. I didn't watch them in the commercial because of course not. And if I remember correctly, it just looks like it's it's barely rendered. I think it was in 3D or something, and there's this mascot, the Bitcoin mascot. It just looks atrocious. Everything looks so unrendered to me. Okay, I'm really getting hungry. I should have brought my snack. My snack was downstairs. I wasn't able to eat it. Does this pose make sense? Of course not. I hate this leg. I should fix it though. Let me fix this, and after this, we just say goodbyes. I'm only gonna stream for like 3 hours. I'm not gonna stream for too long. Because holy crap, this temperature is killing me. What day is it? Okay, let me just pick up the other sketches and put a date on them. Because I'm getting hungry. Oh, I forgot his tattoos and all that. Even scars. But oh well. Yeah, there's sketches. And we finished. Oh yeah, it looks atrocious. I just saw it on Discord, Jesus. Like, why? I don't know how, but they were able to achieve. Like, the mascot reminds me of VeggieTales. But that's such a slander to VeggieTales, even. Because of the nose and the eyes. But it's just a Bitcoin. VeggieTales. Yeah, it reminds me of VeggieTales. The way that the fucking Bitcoin looks, or the Bitcoin mascot looks, it just looks like a fucking knockoff of a VeggieTale character. The VeggieTales queen. Anyways, here are our sketches. I think I was able to make 3. Oh, I fucked this other spread out. And just fucked around. And then this one. Yeah, it's kind of hard to erase a 4B. 4B lead. But that's understandable. Especially when you're applying way too much pressure. Oh god, there's gonna be a lot of eraser dust to clean up. It would probably be endless. What is that? Are those scratches? Oh no, it's pencil. Oh god. I keep accidentally pressing this tablet. It has a button. But here are our finished artworks. Or sketches. Bring it and make it look like a shadow. I can try to like do something about it, but it's just a sketch, so my standards are low. And it's traditional. My standards are way low when it comes to traditional sketches. I don't even do this sort of drawings. Traditionally. Especially back then. I don't do this sort of drawing. It's just a bunch of sketches of a body part of a character. Or a character. Or a random ass. Yeah, a random ass character. Is that a tablet? Yeah. I got this from XP Pin. Thank you so much for XP Pin. This is where I draw digitally. Here's the pen. Kind of chonky. It took me a while to like get into this pointy tip over here. But hey, as long I can do some pen spinning here, that's fine by me. I mean, I don't even know that much pen spinning tricks. I only know like 2. I wasn't able to learn more. Also, my fingers are just atrocious. Like, have I explained this already? Like, doing this? You think they sent you that tablet from your Instagram following, since that's your biggest platform? I usually see YouTubers getting free tablets. Oh yeah, it's basically free advertisement for them. Even other Instagram artists are getting free tablets because of it. In of course they do like reviews for it and all that stuff, basically promoting it. And they do sponsors sometimes, like they sponsor giveaways and all that, basically promoting their brand. And it's not even only it's not exclusive to just tablets. There's also Tourbox Neo, I think. That weird button shortcut remote thingy. I still find that design confusing. And it's just affecting my brain to a certain degree. But it's more common to YouTubers. Like, you do one tablet review, and for some reason they're just sending it to you like free candy. But yeah, they usually gave it to those who has like a big platform, I guess, to call it. So let me just add this because I just realized how empty it looks. Should do a reaction stream. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I would do terrible at reaction streams because if I look at a video, I'm just like most of the times my expression is just like that one emoji that just goes like this. I'm just poker face. And if there's something happens, I guess exciting or thrilling that happens, I'm just like, oh, okay, oh, like oh, like the most mundane reaction ever. Which is ironic, despite having like anger issues. But yeah, I'm weirdly calm recently. Hold up. I'm just gonna add in more stuff if I don't stop. And my lips are chapped. Oh god, it's getting dark for some reason. What the hell? Maybe a VTuber mom with always a smiling face. I don't even smile. I think I have a resting bitch face. From what I've heard to those people who has like first impressions of me. Or for the most part, I'm just like, eh. I'm just whatever, chill. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I don't really smile as like my base emotions, I guess. And for the most part, I do low-key look like I'm pissed or annoyed most of the times. So yeah, I'm kind of like having a resting bitch face most of the time. It's probably not even I'm annoyed or disgusted or whatever. I'm just literally spacing out or something. Or just annoyed to the weather. I just have an always blank, depressed look on my face. Don't we all? It's either my base expressions are either slightly angry, grumpy, annoyed, mildly annoyed, and in general just a resting bitch face, or just blankly staring to the abyss, and that's it. But anyways, it's 4 o'clock. It's unfortunately time for me to say goodbye. Actually, I don't know if I'm able to stream. If I'm able to stream tomorrow, maybe the following day I'll be able to stream again. But that's all for today. Time to say goodbyes now, and I hope you guys enjoy this sketch session with me. I'm stuttering a lot lately, but yeah, here are our sketches. So hopefully I'm like in frame, and the wind is blowing off. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Nice chatting with you guys. Bye bye. Hope you guys have a great day, great night, and all that good stuff. Bye bye.